fight in Delhi, and it's as far as the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress are concerned. The very fact that we spoke earlier to Ajay Maken, because the AAP had said that unless action is taken on Ajay Maken, their ultimatum is that they will seek support of other allies for Congress to be removed from the opposition bloc. This is what happened when we spoke to Ajay Maken.
क्या कहना चाहिए? 24 आवर्स वो बोलेंगे
कल बोलेंगे आप क्या बोलते हैं साहब? आज नहीं, कल बोलेंगे। आज नहीं, आज ये इतने इम्पोर्टेंट दिन आए हैं, कल बोलेंगे।
गांधी के बेलगाम में कैसा लगा सर आके?
कल बोलेंगे।
Niyamika is the one who spoke there to Ajay Maken. Niyamika, the big question at the point of time is what really happens, because if Ajay Maken or action is not taken against him, the AAP is threatening that they will go to other alliance parties. How serious are they about this threat, and what's the Congress thinking?
Well, the Congress party is also said that they are also very much concerned about the India alliance, as that is the statement which has been given by none other than the Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal, when this question was being asked to him, that it is being suggested by the Aam Aadmi Party that the other parties of the India bloc should also come together, and the Congress party should be thrown out of the India alliance. And for that reason, when this question was being asked to Mr. K.C. Venugopal, that what response they are going to give to the Aam Aadmi Party's allegation, whether any action would be taken against Mr. Ajay Maken or not, to which Mr. K.C. Venugopal has responded that even the Congress party is also very much concerned about the India bloc, as that is why he had given this statement, because the Aam Aadmi Party is not the only party which has given such kind of statement. Earlier also we have seen that several of the concerns were being raised by the TMC as well as Samajwadi Party, and now it is Aam Aadmi Party who is given a clear ultimatum to the Congress party of 24 hours to take an action against the state leadership of the Congress as well as against Mr. Ajay Maken for holding a press conference at the AICC headquarters, where he had called the former Chief Minister of Delhi an anti-national. And
we'll have to leave it there. Ajay Maken will think of that entire controversy there, Niyamika, but we're now joined by a leader of the Congress party from Delhi and the man who's taking on Arvind Kejriwal. Sandeep Dikshit is joining us. Sandeep Dikshit, let me begin by asking you, is this just a war of words, or is this a matter of political revenge?
No, I don't think there's an issue of revenge. I'm not much into revenge at all. And my family has been political for a very, very long time. I know that defeats come and you win sometimes and you don't win sometimes. So if you're in politics and you are in the business of revenge, I don't think that's really a line to be there. Obviously, nobody likes to be defeated, and especially what happened in 2013, because it was a whole campaign against us crafted on a bed of lies and innuendos, and all kinds of nonsense that these people were talking about. And I believe that the depths to which Kejriwal took the debate and the debasement of decency that he did, I think that's something I never liked much, but that's okay. Everybody is welcome to take their line. My whole thing is, when you said, is it reclaiming family legacy? I don't think there's a family legacy in terms of votes or area. There's a family legacy in terms of what your family has done. And if you take Sheilaji's legacy, I think that's a legacy of every Congress person, and in fact a legacy of Delhi. I think people in Delhi today talk about Sheila Dikshit more as their chief minister rather than as a Congress chief minister. So I don't think I'm the only person who claims that legacy. Yes, that's a legacy, or there's a kind of work that we would like governments in Delhi to continuously do on that line. Perhaps not in the same trend, but with new challenges coming in. That's certainly what we want to bring back. So in that sense, perhaps getting back the way in which a person like her built a city on development and not just on doles, and it's okay. You can subsidize a few things to an extent of time. But if you look at Arvind Kejriwal's government, it comes on a bed of lies. It sustains itself through advertising, which is half-truths, in fact sometimes not even half-truths, almost near untruths. It constantly blames and puts questions on the opposition, to which they themselves never put any proof, run from one post to another. And rather than developing and building Delhi from the kind of fine and fantastic city that they had got, they only indulged in vote bank politics, just tried to kind of give something or the other to people, which is okay to an extent, but that should have been 5 or 10% of your work. That became 95% of their work. So I think we need to fight to get Delhi back on its legs. I think that's far more important.
Yeah.
And also, at least in front of the public, get an opportunity to clarify all the nonsense and lies that they have spoken about us in the last 10-12 years.
Now, Mr. Sandeep Dikshit, from Farziwal to anti-national to the attack on Kejriwal, saying that he sort of, doesn't have any ideology, You and your party have made multiple charges against Arvind Kejriwal.
Absolutely, 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 absolutely. देखो कोई विचारधारा नहीं है तो वो खुद बोलते हैं. It's not something we are saying. He's constantly said I have no ideology. I mean, sorry to say, but only an idiot would say that. I mean, even donkeys have an ideology. I mean, it's not that anybody doesn't have an ideology. Only if your only ideology is making money and sticking to power, then that's a separate thing. Everybody has an ideology, but I don't think this fellow has that. And I'm saying this with a lot of seriousness. Secondly, what is Farjiwal? Farjiwal is somebody who lies, who cheats people with his statements, and that is true. And in fact, if you ever want, I would like to sit, you want, I can sit with you, anybody else, I can sit with people in Aam Aadmi Party, on all their claims on education, on health, on infrastructure, on corruption, on pollution, on the fact that they are not being allowed to do their work. And each of these claims by him is a bundle of some things blown out of proportion and otherwise utter lies. And if you compare them to what the Congress did before that, you will actually find that this is a Farjiwal government.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. So on that note, Sandeep Dikshit, of course, a tough fight that you have there with Arvind Kejriwal there in the New Delhi constituency. But the political rhetoric, of course, even before the announcement of Delhi polls appears to have already peaked. Thanks so much for joining us.